Hello to all my direct selling, social selling, network marketing friends. This is Wendy with Cannin Plannin, and I'm excited to be joining you guys today. We're continuing, there we go, there's the word I'm looking for. We are continuing our conversation about mastering your week. We talked about using a brain Dropbox. We talked about creating your task list and using trade. And today we're going to actually talk about weekly inserts and how they can benefit your business. So I'm excited to be jumping in with you guys today. I brought Bessie along with me. She is my cow cover. I've had her for a hot minute and I'm excited. She's full of all kinds of weekly inserts, and I want to walk through a couple of those with you while we talk about the purpose of a weekly insert and how you can benefit from using that. So let me switch over our camera view. Again, this is Bessie. Say hello to Bessie. While we are talking about weekly inserts today, I want to talk about the power of a couple of different things. So and how you can utilize a weekly insert in your planner. The first thing I want to talk about is visualization. So your weekly insert is a place for you to visualize what your week looks like, what you're going to be doing with it, how you're going to be able to incorporate the things that you have going on with your business. And so I'm going to walk you through a couple of my favorite inserts. Some of them are not so favorite, and you will see that as we go along. I definitely have my favorites where I feel like I'm more productive. And you're going to see that. And then you guys get to make your own choice. So the first insert that I have brought for you guys today is this is a weekly block hourly. This only comes in the extra large variety. I love this insert for a couple of different reasons. One, if you are starting with a time block or time inventory and you want to know how you're managing your time, this is an insert that you're going to be able to use for that. How long did it take you to do something? When are you going to be doing something? All of those kinds of things you can track right here in this particular insert. This is great for time blocking if you really need to have that schedule solidified so that you know what you're spending your time on each day and so that you can really manage your business. Maybe if you are running a business and you're a wife and you're a mom and you have other responsibilities outside the home, this is a great way to track your balance so that you know when you've got a couple of things extra going on for your business and when you've got things going on for your home life and all those fun things. So as you can see, I am very much a decorative person. I love to have color. I'm more apt to use it if it has color. This, however, was not, even though I love this insert, was not a great one that I loved for my business. So it just had a lot of, I felt like it was too structured for me. I don't necessarily need to have time frames involved in what I'm doing, but I did give it a try. You can see I utilized this insert. And so I'm going to share with you guys another one. The next thing I'm going to tell you before we pop into the next one is that another great way for you to be able to use your weekly insert is it's a great way for you to manage multiple priorities. Now, we talked about that briefly. If you are doing multiple things, then you're going to want to take a look at that. So let me share with you guys another one of the inserts that I have. I just have to find the right one. All right. This one that I brought with you guys, or have to share with you guys, is the weekly horizontal. This is definitely not my favorite insert. And the reason why is I like to be able to make long columns of lists, and I felt like this was very broken up. I could have utilized perhaps a vertical strip of washi tape and sectioned that off on the side, and then that would have altered it. But in its original version, this is what this insert looks like. So when we're talking about managing multiple priorities, we need to understand that we are the wife, the mother, the taxi driver, but we're also business owners. We're putting together party scripts, checking with follow-ups, managing team, doing all of those amazing things. But when you give yourself a dedicated space to pay attention to what you have going on each week in your weekly, it's going to give you an opportunity to manage those things and determine which one is a higher priority and which one needs your attention right now. You may not necessarily see that it with just having a monthly view, but having a weekly view can write your appointments, you can write the things that you need to do for your team. All of those things can happen right in a weekly insert. Again, not one of my favorite ones, and you will see that I mainly use this for appointments. I didn't feel like I could get very much out of it like I intended. So again, not one of my absolute favorites. All right, let's talk about goal setting and tracking. This one is a great insert for that. I just have to find the right one to share with you. Not that one, not that one. Where is it at? I know it's here somewhere. Okay, this is the Direct Sales Weekly. And if you are tracking a specific goal, or maybe you are reading the 12-week year, this is a fantastic way to be able to do that. Up here at the top, they have these amazing habit trackers, and they also have a master task list. So if you are working on a goal, a specific goal, this is a great way to be able to track those things. You can put your top 3 goals here. You can put your habits that you're working on to reach your goals in this layout. On the other side, there's a place at the top that has social media notes that you can write out what's important to you. And then it has a single column for each day of the week, and then Saturday and Sunday is broken up in 2. You will see that this is one that I got a lot of use out of. I love, again, the vertical columns because I am a master list maker. I love being able to write vertically and then check things off, whether it is just with a sticky note. This one included a tip-in as well. So you can see that I really utilize this style a lot more than my other ones that I've shared with you guys, because it is in that form in which I can write all the things that I need to write. So definitely a great one if you are tracking goals. This is a great place to be able to do your habit tracking right there in the actual insert. All right, moving on, friends, moving on. All right, I want to talk about time blocking. I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but I also want to talk about it in this particular insert. So I told you guys earlier that I am not a time blocker, but this is a great way to be able to like section off what kind of tasks you have in each category of your life. This is the weekly block sections. This, I broke this up in a couple of different ones: family schedule, house needs, and Tula 12, which is my business. And you can see that I have that written out in a couple of different places. I can utilize it in different ways to be able to track each of those things, like no school, when my kids go to school, to-do list for the week, and then things that I need to accomplish for my business. This has perfect place for your top 3 tasks if you are writing working on goals, and then has a to-do list, and then plenty of place at the bottom for you to write notes. Lots of different ways that you can adapt to this particular insert, but this is the weekly block sections, okay? And fantastic way for you to start utilizing some time blocking. All right, the next thing that I want to share with you is a flexibility and adaptability. That one I want to share this one with you. So this is the Bujo Volume 2. And what I love about this one, especially talking about flexibility and adaptability, is that you can really customize this to fit your needs. If you need a habit tracker, if you need note sections, you can utilize that all in this dot grid style. You can see, again, a vertical type layout, but I can change the setup however I need to from day to day and from week to week, making sure that it fits my needs. And what I love about adaptability and using a weekly for this purpose is that you see the whole week. If you need to change something, you have that ability and that flexibility to move things where they need to go so that you can fit them in based on what you need. So you can see this is a beginning of a week or end of the month, which means I have lots of things on my list to do. And I don't know why I'm yawning so much today. I don't know what's going on. Maybe lack of sleep, whatever the case may be. I always yawn when I'm on lives, but not usually to this extent. But you can see here, I even circled and drew arrows and moved things over to another spot. This type of insert allows for that flexibility for you to be able to move things around, for you to create it so that it will work best for you and your specific needs. So that is the Bujo Volume 2. All right, what about having your team members around and having to help them with all kinds of things? So this is my absolute favorite insert. I actually got together with the CEO and we created this insert together. It is something that I love because it has a couple of different things in it that are specialized for what I need for my personal planning. So the top has a place for appointments or your top 3, depending on however you look at it. Then there is oh my goodness, another yawn, you guys. I do not know what is going on. So there is a place here that has a fantastic spot for you to create your own. Of course, it comes blank, but I use the stencils to add the lines and circles so that I can mark things off. But this page right here is the one I absolutely love because this is where you can write notes. You can brain Dropbox right here in the insert all on its own so that you have all of that together. Now, why is this such a great thing to have if you have a team? Well, I'm constantly needing to write notes for things that they might need or that they need me to find answers to, or they need need something for their particular business that they're working on. Maybe they have an idea of something that they want me to kind of work through and see if it's something that would work. This is a great way to be able to do that. Again, look at this adaptability. Cross out, moved here, moved here, moved here, and cross things off. This is actually right before I went to Leader Retreat last year. So lots and lots of use for this particular insert. I got back and was right to work with lots of plans and ideas. Lots of stuff happening. So if this is one of your things that you need for your business, is some kind of way to look through and know what you have going on week to week, I highly would recommend grabbing a weekly insert. The last tip that I want to share with you that has to do with weekly inserts is that using a weekly allows you to be able to go back and reflect on what you've done throughout the week. Reflection is such a huge part of planning and it's part that many, many people miss because they don't take time to go back and look at what they've actually accomplished and what they need to do for the upcoming week. Is a great way for them to look at what you did do, what you didn't do, what you needed to move, what chaos in your life kept you from completing the goals that you had set. And using a weekly can help you do that so much more than a monthly because you can incorporate so many different types in there. I would love for you to tell me which of the following or which of the weekly inserts that I shared with you was your absolute favorite. Go ahead and comment below and tell me. And then if you're watching this and you found this information valuable, please feel free to share it out with others. I would love for them to be able to see and experience the different things that we're doing at Cannin Plannin. Hope you guys have a fantastic Monday and I'll see you all soon. Bye, friends.